Being in your early 20s is one of the best time periods for dating. Here's why. Hey, welcome to Online for Love, your #1 resource for dating by the numbers. Today we're going to be going over the top 10 reasons why dating in your early 20s is one of the best times to be dating. Before we dive into all of these reasons though, you have to actually send out a great message to somebody before you can even start talking to them and even start dating them. So in order to do that more easily, we actually have a free opener formula which is going to triple your response rate on any dating site or dating app. So take away the pressure when it comes to sending out that first message and check out our free online dating opener formula. That's going to be linked above me and in the description. And did I mention it's free? So do not forget to check that out. Also, you have to be sure that you're even on the right dating site or dating app to begin with. In order to know, you should definitely take our free online dating app quiz, which will again be linked above me and found in the description down below, because this is going to pair you with your perfect online dating site or dating app. It's fun, quick, easy, totally free. Go take the quiz and comment back here and comment below what your results are, because we would love to know. All right, dating in your 20s. So people have a lot of mixed opinions on this time period. A lot of people feel like the older you get, the better the dating scene becomes, and the better that dating becomes in general. And that could definitely be true. However, your 20s is a very unique time in life where you can have a lot of great experiences and once-in-a-lifetime experiences that really only happen at that age. So whether you are in your 20s now or approaching your 20s and are ready to get hyped up about what's waiting for you, or if you're a bit older, it's time to reminisce. So let's talk about the 10 best things about dating when you're in your early 20s. Let's get started with the first one, which is that you have never experienced this level of freedom before, so you're totally free for the first time. Now you're entering adulthood, but you're no longer, an 18-year-old or underneath your parents' rule. You are an adult, and everyone around you are young adults as well, and now you have the freedom to do what you want, possibly with a car. You have the freedom of transportation, away from your parents, maybe your own place, and you have just this unbridled sense of, wow, I can do whatever I want. And that is really fun when it comes to dating, because now you're sort of entering these adult relationship styles. You're entering a lot of dating scenes with the freedom that you've been wanting, and that is such a cool period in your life where everything feels very exciting because it's new and free. The second best thing about dating in your 20s is that the dates are, for the most part, pressure-free. So a lot of people in their early 20s are not dating with the intention of marriage necessarily, though some people definitely are. But for the most part, when you're going out on dates when you're in your 20s, there's not a huge level of pressure to find the one. You're doing this really for fun and to see who's out there and to see the fish in the sea and to get experiences and to meet new people. But that's the really cool thing about dating at this time, because you don't have to go into it like a job interview. You're just trying to have a good time and meet some fun people, right? For the most part. So when you get older and you're looking for somebody to settle down with, dating becomes different. It comes along with a sense of pressure sometimes, because people are looking for something more serious, more long-term, more committed. Whereas when you are a bit younger, that pressure is sort of not there in the same way, because most people are not necessarily looking for that. Before we move on to number 3, you should definitely give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the video so far. So it really helps us out when you give our videos a thumbs up, because that shows YouTube that people are enjoying our content. So then YouTube pushes our videos out for more people to see. So we would really appreciate your thumbs up and your subscriptions. Let's go ahead to the next best thing about dating in your early 20s, which is that most other people around your age are single as well. It's like everybody is single, which is fantastic, because as you get older, the dating pool of single people gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So when you're at that age, it's the prime time to meet somebody else who's single. So for the most part, when you're going out to dance, to the club, out to bars, etc., everyone around you is going to be around your same age. They're going to be single and looking to have a good time, and things are just super easy. I mean, when you get older, it's like you're going to meet new people and they might be married with kids, you never know. But when you're that age range, most people are single, which just makes dating super easy. Speaking of which, actually, that will lead us on to number 4, which is that it's easy to date, because again, like I just said, a lot of people, if not most people around your age range, are single. But there's a lot of things that happen and events that happen in your 20s that just don't necessarily happen as accessibly as you age. For example, there's a lot of parties, college parties, frat parties, bar hopping, etc. There's a lot of events that cater specifically to young adults, to people in their early 20s and not necessarily older than that. So this is a time where you do not have to actually go out looking for events like this. You don't have to sign up for events or pay for events. They come to you. There's tons of them. You'll have to, deny a lot of them because you don't want to go, but there's lots of events and parties and things that are happening where you're going to easily meet other people who you are interested in dating. I mean, even just being on a college campus or entering an internship program or going to hostels. I mean, these are filled with people around your same age. And being involved in these things, again, college internships, hostels, whatever, that involves a lot of events that happen around those spaces, college parties again, hostel parties, the bar hopping, all of these things really only happen for people in that age range. So you're at a prime time to, without even lifting a finger, be part of so many singles events. As you get older, if you want to go to these things, you're not necessarily welcome at those same spaces because you are older, so you have to actually go seek out events that you might have to pay for, and it's just different as you age. So enjoy the time where it's very easy for you. Also, the younger you are, the less responsibilities that you tend to have. So dating is easier because you might have more time on your hands actually. The next best thing that's great about dating in your 20s is being able to see and find out what you do and don't like about dating and other people and relationships in general. So this is the time where you can have experiences which show you what you do or do not want, or what you want to look for in your next person. So you can, realize that you don't like this or this about people, you like this or this about people, but you sort of get to get your experimenting and all the experiences in now. So if you go out on a few dates with somebody and it ends for whatever reason, but you really liked a few certain things about them, and then you date somebody else and you realize you didn't like certain things about them, now you know what makes you feel really happy and what actually brings you joy in a relationship. And you can go and look for someone who fits that best when it's time for you to do so. This may entail a little bit of heartache, but you will eventually find out what you do or do not like from being able to date a lot. Something that I'm sure you've already figured out that you do like is to get responses on dating apps and dating sites. And to help that happen for you, we actually have a free online dating opener formula. So this is going to triple your response rates on dating apps and dating sites. It's totally free, so click the link in the description or above me in order to get to our free opener formula. So the sixth great thing about dating in your 20s is fun. I mean, this is a fun time in life in general, but especially for dating. I mean, you are, again, like I said earlier, you're free. You're freer than you've ever been in your life at this point. You're now entering adulthood. You're experiencing this level of freedom that has never been accessible to you before. Maybe you have a car now, maybe you have an apartment, you're away from your family, your parents, and you have just a whole new world ready to explore for you. And when you are young and in your 20s, you are most likely able to go to a lot more parties, more events, more things where you're meeting a lot of people. This is a really unique and fun time of life. The older you get, you can still do those things, but the opportunities become less and less as you have more responsibility, as maybe your health wanes, as just people around you start to be coupled off and it's not as easy to date anymore. So this is a really fun time of life that is very unique to your early 20s. Really, the experiences are limitless. The opportunities are limitless. There's so much you can do, so many people you can meet, so many opportunities that are only there for you at this time of life. Speaking of all the fun that you can have when you're dating at this time period, this also leads on to the next thing, which is having great stories to tell. So whether it's just to talk about your friends with at breakfast the next day, or when you're gaming or whatever, or just stories to reflect on for the rest of your life that are really funny, but you will have some good stories to tell. And this is kind of part of the fun as well. So even if you do go out on a bad date, hey, that's a story you can tell and make other people laugh, and you can laugh on eventually. And if you go on a good date, well, hey, you can brag about it. So even if things don't necessarily go great on a date that you were on or something, you'll have a good story to tell your friends. Question of the day on the same topic: what's a great story that you have from when you were dating in your 20s? Did you have a crazy night out? Did you meet someone in Paris on a train? Did you just crash a crazy Halloween party? Did you go to the most amazing pub crawl? Whatever it is, leave a really awesome dating story from your early 20s down in the comments down below. We'd love to hear from you. The next great thing about dating in your early 20s is it actually leads you closer to whoever your soulmate is, or if you don't necessarily believe in soulmates, it leads you closer to that person who you might actually want to settle down with and have a long-term serious relationship with. When it's time to find someone who you really want to settle down with, if that time comes for you, then you will know what it is and what it isn't that you're looking for, and you can be sure about that person because you've had all of these experiences backing up what it is that you do not not or do like. Also, the good thing about dating in your early 20s is, again, because of the abundance that you have of single people, of parties, of meeting people, this could actually lead to you meeting a friend of a friend who is like the love of your life. But you can make a lot of connections that can help you in the future of your dating life, future of your life in general. Because you might not make a deep emotional bond with every person who you go out on a date with when you're in your early 20s, but you can meet a lot of awesome people who could help you get to that one person who you might have that bond with. The next great thing is to have life experiences to reflect on later. So when you are older in life and you don't have the maybe opportunities to do those same things anymore, you can look back and laugh and think about all the cool things that you did when you were younger. Cool or crazy or good or maybe not so good, but just interesting experience and life stories. Think about when you are a grandparent one day and you can embarrass your grandchildren by talking about all the crazy things you did when you were their age. And the 10th best thing about dating in your early 20s is that you get the opportunity to learn who you really are. So not only do you get the chance to find out what it is that you like and don't like about people who you are dating, but you can do the same when it comes to you. So when you're in your early 20s, you do tend to make a lot of mistakes, just happens, and a lot of good choices as well. And this is a great time to discover who it is that you are, away from your parents, away from school life maybe. For the first time, you are becoming an adult, and this is a great time for self-discovery and self-actualization. So, by dating a bunch of people and making new connections and going out and doing all these fun things in your early 20s, you can discover more things about yourself that you didn't even know. But that's going to just about wrap up this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please make sure to check out our free online dating opener formula, which is going to triple your chances of a success rate on any dating site or dating app. It's totally free. It's going to be linked above me and in the description down below. Also, be sure that you are even on the right dating app or dating site to begin with. You can do that by checking out our free online dating app quiz, which will be linked again above or in the description down below. This will pair you with your perfect online dating site or dating app. It's fun, quick, easy, totally free, so do not forget to check that out as well. Also, now that you are just about done with this video, make sure to check out some of our other ones popping up on either side of me. And do not forget to answer the question of the day. What's a great story that you have from when you were dating in your early 20s? Leave your comments down below. We'd love to hear from you. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you liked it and subscribe if you loved it. And hopefully we'll see you here again at Online for Love. Thanks, bye!